My lords and burgesses of Parliament, it gives me great joy and pleasure to open this 13th Parliament of the Kingdom of Scone. I wish to begin by thanking Lord Rochdale for his willingness to step up again during this past year to serve as Prime Minister of our beloved kingdom. As someone who has served in that office, I know all too well the substantial investment of time and energy this commitment takes, and this kingdom is enriched by Lord Rochdale's willingness to step up once again to this great office. I know that as he steps down from this role, he will continue to be a vital and active part of this kingdom, and I and the kingdom are forever grateful for his myriad of contributions to our beloved community. I also wish to congratulate Lord Alexandria on his election to the office of Prime Minister. Lord Alexandria has also decided to step up again to the role of Prime Minister, which can be simultaneously enriching, challenging, gratifying, and frustrating, often all at once. I know that he will continue in the fine tradition of this kingdom, and I look forward to seeing what his second ministry brings. My lords and burgesses of Parliament, I often mention the burdens on the prime ministers of our kingdom and how small our Prime Ministers Club is. The reality is that no kingdom can flourish through the contribution of just one or two people, no matter how talented or active they are. It will not have escaped your notice that this year has been relatively quiet in our kingdom. This is not something novel in our history. There have been plenty of times where things have slowed down in the kingdom, sometimes for a significant amount of time. We must not become complacent with this state of affairs. Each and every one of us is responsible for shaping the future of our kingdom. Stagnation will not enrich our community, nor ensure that the joys we have experienced here will be shared by others. How we grow and build our community has always been a complicated question in our history, and that is a question that we, as citizens, must address. While the Prime Minister and the government take the lead on the agenda in Parliament, we must remember that all of us, no matter our role and status in this kingdom, have the ability, and indeed responsibility, to put forward ideas to enrich our kingdom's future. I have often encouraged you from this throne to put forward your ideas to Parliament, or to the government directly, and to not be afraid to share your ideas and speak your mind. My lords and burgesses, we do not suffer from an overwhelming number of ideas that threaten to tear our kingdom apart. Quite the contrary. We are in a period of malaise, where we are lacking ideas from citizens old and new alike. I encourage all of us to be willing to put our ideas out there, not afraid for them to potentially not be adopted or changed in some way, but to do our best to imagine this kingdom's future. The possibilities are endless, and the questions are many. We need to have these questions considered in public forums like our Parliament in a thoughtful and open manner, and not be afraid to have these discussions. I do not mean to infer that anyone is hindering these discussions. I have not observed that. But rather, I have observed that we are not being proactive in putting our ideas out there. I say we, including myself, fully cognizant of my own inaction in this regard, and the need to engage more openly with my government through the appropriate constitutional channels in doing so. I know that you all share my love for this kingdom, and have derived joy and meaning from Scone just like I have. Together, we must work together to ensure that our kingdom is strengthened, that we are promoting the values of our kingdom, which attracted us to join as citizens in the first place, and that we remain a community that serves as a bastion for people such as ourselves to join and find succor. I urge this Parliament to address these questions, and to consider these questions even more widely outside our Parliament, including in our social spaces such as the Hound and Quarry. None of us has the complete answer to these questions. Only by working and engaging together can we address these important questions head on. noble cousins, beloved sons and daughters, it is my happiness to report to you that the kingdom of Scone and her empire are at peace, and in her tranquillity I do well and truly open this parliament. May you deliberate in all candor, wisdom, and charity, to the edification of all those who have occasion to witness your common enterprise. And may the blessings of Almighty God be with you, your family, and your loved ones, now and always.